What's good, everybody? What is good, everybody? What is good? Make sure you can hear me before I get to doing all this talking. Make sure y'all can hear me right now. Let me know if you can hear me right now. Let me know if you can hear me right now. All right. So, you know what? I jumped on here. I ain't want nothing. I didn't want nothing. I didn't want nothing. I just want to speak some positivity to us because it's a lot of negativity going on, and rightfully so. It's a lot of negativity going on right now about the team. Let's talk about some quick news before we talk about the positivity, positive vibe only. We're trying to do this on this feed because it ain't going to be a long feed because we're going to do a lot of stuff. Film breakdown tomorrow, guest Wednesday, Jesse Holly. It's just going to be it's a full slate of stuff during the whole week. But tonight got to be about positive thoughts, the afterthoughts. You know what I'm saying? My afterthoughts. But some quick things that's been happening in the Cowboys news right now. As you've been seeing, I've been posting Earl Thomas may be a Texan. Now, I will say that's frustrating. I mean, the Texans aren't a good team. They're 0-3 right now. They need a lot of help. Their defense is very average. I don't know what's going on with that thing. We talked to a lot of the Cowboys insiders. When we had Hellman on, we talked to a few other people. Within the Cowboys ranks, just trying to figure out what's going on. Why is nobody trying to touch Earl? Just trying to figure it out. And people saying there's things that's going on that we don't know about and people ain't saying. So I don't know, that what's going on. But at the end of the day, he may become a Texan. That's a little disheartening to me personally because we see our secondary as one of the worst in the league. It's not the worst. Seattle is. And we dissected that D. But they are up there. I mean, I think right now, we'll do all these stats and all that tomorrow. But just off the top of my head, I think the Cowboys have a passing rating against them of like 114. They're averaging like 8.6 yards a pass play, eating up the secondary. I think they're number one or number two in passer rating against in the league. So we see that they are having trouble in the secondary. We saw it yesterday. Basic plays, we'll go over them tomorrow. If you haven't seen the all 22 is out. I got to watch it a little bit today. Going to watch some more tonight. But we saw the disheartening plays where we just basically shot ourselves in the foot. But let me not go on that news. Let me finish the news about Earl Thomas. We don't know if he may be a Texan. Like, that's frustrating to me because I feel like he can really help the team. Forget all that other stuff, just for a year. I just feel like a guy's not going to really act like that, but maybe he will. I don't know. I'm not in the heads of other people, but I'm just saying if it was me and I didn't have a contract and I wanted to play for the Cowboys, I mean, it ain't going to be my attitude that's going to stop me from playing for the team. I'm going to be good as hell because I want to play for the boys and I want to still have a chance to be a champion and I want to could be the missing piece of the puzzle. So I think I personally would be on good behavior, but I don't know what the hell how much more you can say. These are grown men, sleeping in the bed with some other people with your brother. I don't know. Like, that's not out of the norm. Like, that's not crazy, bros. People doing that kind of stuff. That's not crazy. So I don't know what more it was going on, because as they said, Seattle, he was going out of Seattle on bad terms and look at all the people that was going after him, even not leaving Seattle in bad terms, and Baltimore still signed you. Cowboys were offering, a lot of teams were offering you big money. So it couldn't have been that couldn't have been doing that bad in Seattle or they wouldn't have messed with him, right? It was only really 1 year in Baltimore where you hear all this stuff and, they're saying they pay him to keep him away. No, I just feel like they wanted the new blood. They got new blood on the team and maybe just felt like, it was a mistake and, we want to move on. And sometimes teams count their losses and say, we just made a mistake and, we want to keep these young guys. We want to keep these young because sometimes when you get a veteran and maybe he's not doing the things that you want in the organization, you don't want your young guys following that. That's just the truth. I mean, you have a leader in the locker room that you want to be, but you don't want the young guys looking at him and saying, well, Earl's doing it. Why can't I do it? So that could have been a situation where they're like, you know what, you're too detrimental to the locker room, to our young guys. We're trying to build this young guy, this secondary up. Maybe we want to see these guys get some work. So you got to be a better leader than that. And, I don't know, but maybe it just didn't work out. But I just feel like in my heart, I'm a player, and even if I did wrong over there, and I always wanted to play for the Cowboys, I'm not messing that up. So it's a little disheartening that, Stephen Jones says we're satisfied where we are. Mike McCarthy says it, but I believe Mike McCarthy is saying it because Stephen Jones says it, because you're not going to have your head coach, at least in Dallas, the head coach coming out and saying, oh, you know what? No, I want Earl Thomas. I want him. And then Stephen Jones and the Jones saying, nah, we're good. That ain't going to happen in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So don't expect Mike McCarthy jumping out there and saying he want an Earl Thomas when the front office is saying we good, which to me, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand where you say you're good at that. So that's a little disheartening because we're going to talk a little bit about the secondary right quick. So that's just a little disheartening to see that. And then we heard about La'el Collins. He may be out longer than usual. That's frustrating too. Yeah, that's real frustrating. I'm going to say that's more frustrating right now than Earl Thomas to me because – we were really counting on La'el. You weren't really counting on Earl Thomas. You didn't know Earl Thomas was ever going to come. That was just a good guess. But you were expecting La'el Collins to be there, especially after he just got his nice contract, especially after he just came off the really good year, possibly could have been a Pro Bowl year, was playing all world. A lot of people were frustrated when he was at guard. He moved on to right tackle. Is he a right tackle? Move him back to left guard. But he finally showed up and showed out. And then you come into the season. I don't know if it's this car accident because they said he was out of shape. I don't know if it's this car accident. We talking about hip surgery. They're keeping it so hush on the low. Maybe we'll find out tomorrow or Wednesday. Jesse Hollis is going to be on the show. And, I'm going to ask a few people as well. But that's disheartening because you needed this offensive line. That's the one thing I felt like you needed more than anything else was this offensive line. Both line play because the offense was going to be ahead of the defense, but you needed that offensive line. Especially when you just had a Travis Frederick retiring. You didn't know you got a backup in Joe Looney. You got a rookie, Biadasz, who I think is going to be good. He's playing pretty good. We're going to talk about that in a second. But you really had the expectation. Now you got Tyron Smith, who I've been telling you about that neck and back. He's been out 2 straight weeks, only 3 games, 2 straight weeks. Now they're talking about we're going to check Wednesday to see how it is. It's a neck, dog. We're talking about LVE's neck. Let's talk about Tyron Smith's neck. You know what I'm saying? Because you play one game and you already on injured. You're already hurt. And he's never getting the surgery for his back. He's always just fighting it. So he's guaranteed, like I said, the last 4 years, I believe he's missed 3 straight games, 3 games a year. And you've already 3 games in the season, you already missed 2. And you possibly could be missing 3. And if these young guys are holding up like a Brandon Knight, they're going to continue to rest him, especially if we hit this front of Washington. After we play Cleveland, that's going to be a test. But Washington, Philly, the Giants, the Cardinals, those are winnable games. Those are games that you should come in there and win those games. The Cleveland game that's coming up is going to be a test, but, there's concern on the edges. Now, spoke a lot of negative, probably going to speak some more negatives. Let me give a shout-outs to everybody that's in the feed because I think I was so rude. Tavis Banks, Art Lugo, what's up with you, big dog? Devontae Griffin, the U, Thurston Howell, Marvin Hargrove Sr., Gambino, what up with you? Jose Marin. Who else is in here? So many people. But, as I said before, those 2 things are frustrating if you don't get an Earl Thomas. That's frustrating because, Darian Thompson to me is a backup. Just because he got drafted in the 2nd round doesn't mean he's good. I just think he's a backup player. He's not anymore. He's not going to be that guy. I don't feel like he's ever going to be that guy. But the thing that frustrates me is because the reason why my thing was Ha-Ha Dix that bad? Was Ha-Ha Dix that damn bad that you said Thompson was balling out in training camp? This ain't all on Thompson because Woods did it too. That not all 22. Both of y'all guys was slipping for real. But Ha-Ha Dix was that bad in camp that you cut him and you got Thompson back there. And I don't know if Ha-Ha Dix is missing that because I know Ha-Ha is missing them tackles. I know he ain't coming up and putting his nose in the ground in them tackles. Ha-Ha was pretty good in coverage. That's what he was known for, his being able to cover in the secondary. And everybody talked about with Darian Thompson is that he's the smart guy. He is the guy that he's going to put people in the right positions. He knows where people needs to be in their spots. That's been the glowing rapport for him. If you talk about a Darian Thompson, that's been the rapport for him. He's smart. He gets people in their places. He knows the assignments. But this ain't about a complicated defense when you do a regular play action play and Tyler Lockett just goes a straight 9 route. Just straight, and then you just let them get straight behind you. We're gonna show that tomorrow, but you let them get straight behind you. You feel me? That's not showing your instincts and your awareness that everybody's been raving about in camp that we can't see. You feel me? So that's frustrating. And then we saw on the last play 2 4th and it was a 4th and 3, then a 4th and 5. Inexplicable 2 plays. I mean, DK Metcalf made that cut over the middle, and he saw it, and it was right there in his face. You got to break on that quicker. I mean, the tape shows you saw it, and why'd you take so long to jump on that? That's instincts, I think. So that's why I say, where are you saying, we feel good. We feel good where we're at. I don't know where you say that, Steven, when you say we feel good where we're at. We're okay. I don't know where you feel okay with that. Do you really feel okay? How can you say you feel okay with that? And these aren't a trickery play. This wasn't a man sitting in motion, pump fake, do a RPO, fake RPO. This was a straight play action, go deep, regular play. And this is what I think it was a cover 2 you was in. And you both and this dude had 7 yards. Lockett had 7 yards ahead of you. But we're feeling good about what we have, Steven. And I think this is Steven. This ain't Jerry. This is all Steven. The gift and the curse with him. The gift and the curse with Steven. But, it is what it is. We can't cry over spilled milk with that. But let's talk about a few things first. All right, so this is the positive spin I'm going to spin on this right now, okay? I get it. I think some of Thurston just said we still ain't being a good team. I get it. Because you really can't say anything about that. But the positive spin I'm going to put on this is I just don't, in my heart, y'all, maybe I'm just a dummy. I could be. But in my heart, I feel okay. In my heart, I feel okay about this. Because I know the stats, 77 points, I believe, in 2 games. I didn't check the history of it. But also, I believe they said 6 of those possessions were on the Cowboys side of the field. We saw the Falcons, we gave the ball up on offense. Turnovers, right? Turnovers, gave the ball up. Shooting ourselves in the foot, right? That's shooting yourself in the foot. You spotting teams' points because you're shooting yourself in the foot. In this game against Seattle, you know what I'm saying? Shooting ourselves in the foot. Like I said, the game was tied. I mean, you miss an extra point. It gets partially tipped, and then you miss it. That's not good. You see what I'm saying? That's shooting yourself in the foot. Those things are correctable. I don't think you're missing an extra point every single damn game, though. You feel me? I don't think that's going to happen. Then, like I said, in the second quarter, Dallas was – and here's the thing. In that second quarter drive where the Seahawks were driving, I made a post how the Cowboys had him stopped. Jordan Lewis, they did a blitz, and Mike Nolan was sitting in the heat. He sent this timely blitz, and Jordan Lewis got the sack along with Joe Thomas and I don't know. I can't believe who else it was. I think Alden Smith may have been on it. But Jordan Lewis got the sack, but guess what we had? We had defensive holding. And then right after that, you have a play where you get an interception by Darryl Worley. Then you got holding by Jordan Lewis, which it probably would have been a touchdown because he grabbed Lockett's arm. If he didn't grab his arm, he probably could have slung that in there. Look, because Russell's seen it. But you had an interception taken away, right? Then after that, you go downfield, and then you stop him again, and then Brandon Carr gets a penalty on him, and then they score. And even on the score that they had with Lockett, that was a misplay between the linebacker and the safety. So it's a lot of miscommunication. If you see the video I posted this past week, Everson Griffin was saying itself, and I was stressing that guys got to know their assignments. Guys got to be in the right positions. Guys got to make plays because that is a small thing from winning and losing. And when you're not in your right assignments and you're not in the proper plays, those type of things happen. Self-inflicted wounds. Appreciate you. And let's get them subs up. I'm almost at 4K on my YouTube. If you haven't been a sub, sorry, this is a selfish plug, but I just seen a new subscriber. Shout out to you. But become a subscriber right now because I'm like 6 away from 4K on my YouTube. So let's get that popping. We want 4K. So I'm like I said, I'm about 4K away from my YouTube. So let's get that 4K popping on the YouTube. You know how we already doing on the Big Game James page, but let's continue to let that grow. But let's get that 4K on that YouTube because I said 5K before the season's end, but I definitely think we can get that goal. But let's make it happen because of you guys. And if you'd like to donate, see the Cash App right there. If you like the Cash App, or if you like to donate in the YouTube Super Chat, you can do that too if you like. But as I was saying, what was I saying? That drive, that was 3 bad plays by the team that kept them in it, and then they score. Then we stop them again on defense. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, where's D-Law? I was saying it all week. Where is D-Law? Come on, dog. We're paying. Cowboys are paying him $18 million. He's one of the top paid guys. He said that I'm sitting out because I deserve to get this money. 14.5 sacks, came back with 10.5. He said he was the guy, you feel me? And 5.5 last year, none this year, hurt again. He has a knee injury, and I can tell you, watching the tape, he does have a knee injury. He is laboring. Like, that's not real. I'm not making no excuses for him. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not making any excuses for D-Law, but he does have a knee injury. You can tell he's hobbled. You can tell he's not full strength. Now, I will say this, okay? I've been frustrated with D-Law just because I'm like, man, dog, we need him in big moments. Like when the Cowboys need a big play, it's almost like when they had DeMarcus Ware. You know, they leaned on DeMarcus Ware a little too much, always expecting a big play for him. But when they needed a big sack or a big play, DeMarcus Ware was coming through with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time, but it was you could know that when he started pinning his ear back, he was going to get in that backfield. So that's the expectation we have for DeMarcus Lawrence because he has been the guy. He's the number one guy on the defense as far as paid, and so you have that expectation. He himself, he said before he got that 14.5 sack season, he said, I'm a 10-sack guy. So when you say you're a 10-sack guy, you're going to be held to that fire. And if you're talking, people are going to hold you to that fire. Now, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. He didn't play a lot in that second half. He didn't. You could tell why, that knee. Like I said, I ain't making no excuses for this dude. But that first half, he was playing, y'all. And every time I watch D-Law, even though I'm frustrated with not getting those big sacks, even though I'm frustrated with him not making those plays, I'm telling you, dog, like real talk, I'm telling y'all. I mean, the dude's still hustling, man. He's still playing hard. I know we don't want to hear that. I'm being truthful. I watch his effort. His effort is he's not taking plays off. And honestly, you know, me and Boss Cowboys talked about maybe he should go back putting his hand in his dirt. I thought he would look awkward because I didn't see him in few plays. But when he stands up, he doesn't look awkward like Everson Griffin does. Everson Griffin does need to go on the ground. We'll talk about him. But D-Law doesn't look awkward when he's standing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't. So, and I'm telling y'all, he had 2 would-be sacks. I ain't making no excuses for this guy. But he did almost have 2 would-be sacks. The one sack, Alden Smith got his first sack. The second sack he got, DeMarcus Lawrence killed that offensive tackle, was about to get the sack, but Russell moved in just in time. And when he moved in just in time, Alden Smith came on the right side and got the sack. But that was D-Law's sack because he did a nasty-ass move on that tackle and got in there and forced Russ up inside, and it happened. But Alden Smith got the sack. That was a sack right there. And then Russell threw some crazy pass, I believe, in the second quarter. He was scrambling. D-Law was all on him. He just threw it. He got smacked. Like 2 people hit. I don't know who's the other person, but D-Law hit him in the back, and he just threw it in the air just to kind of get rid of it, and it kind of just sailed and hit the ground. That should have been a sack. You know what I'm saying? He got rid of it just in time. You know what I mean? And he was stopping in the run game. I mean, he was holding and setting that edge. And his effort when he's running down the line, even with that knee, he's still going hard. So I can't fault that man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go hard on him because I'm saying you getting this money, but I can't I can't question that man's effort. From what I see, I feel like full effort is there. I don't question that man. Yeah, we don't probably like that he talks and he's not producing with the sacks, but that I ain't question that man's effort. I feel like he's going out all out, and he was making plays. He was in that backfield. He was causing havoc. I mean, Alden Smith led the team with 8 pressures. They were getting pressure on Russell Wilson. I think PFF said they had 33% of the pressure compared to Seattle Seahawks 15. They were pressuring him. They weren't getting there. But there was some coverage plays. I mean, Alden Smith got a couple coverage sacks. That one where Antoine Woods got his sack, that was a coverage sack. And I'm not saying the secondary is great, but we got to look at the Cowboys, put them in positions like I said, when they scored the touchdown, Cowboys get the ball. We stop them right before halftime. We get the ball. And I know you Dak haters going to love me saying this. I know you Dak haters getting ready for me. Y'all love for me to say this right now. When we then right before the half, it was like 50-something seconds left, 47 seconds left in the half. Dak throws that interception. Griffin makes a great play on the ball. It was almost like that Denver Broncos game where Romo threw that pass and the guy made a hell of a play on that interception. Hey, I'm not hating. I'm not faulting Dak. I'm not saying Dak is off the hook on that. You can't make that play with that much time left in our territory. But that was a great break on the ball. That was a great interception. But Dak, you still can't make that play. And then that's a self-inflicted wound because they're in our territory. Then that crazy play with Jalen Smith, they said he pushed the tight end, Olsen out of bounds, and gets the flag for it, and we had stopped them. They get a first down. They score. Now they're up. You know what I mean? So then you saw in the start of the second half, we go back to pass. Dak Prescott, Connor Williams gets manhandled by, I don't think it was Reed. Fumble. They get the ball. Touchdown. You feel me? So that is Dallas putting their own self in the hole, putting themselves in these own predicaments. They have to tighten up those things. But it's week 3, and I believe it can happen. It's not like the end of the world. Like, this ain't the season over thing. Like, if the Cowboys were doing this in week 8, week 9, week 10, then you want to be hella frustrated. Then you want to say the season's over or something. Then you want to say, what the hell is going on? But week 3, I'm not saying that right now. I'm not going to say that right now. Oh, yes, we played some good teams. Yes, they could have won. But you can't have these mistakes. So you can't have these mistakes. So it's got to be on the coaches and the players. Coaches got to get these players to clean this up. You can't make these silly mistakes. But I can't put it all on coaches too, because if they're calling the right call, you got to make the play. You can't let receivers get behind you. It was a 4th and 5, or the 4th and 3. I mean, as bad as people talk about this game, Dallas banged back. They still kept fighting, and we had the lead. Dallas had the lead to win the game. You get what I'm saying? If we wouldn't have missed those couple extra points, then you probably had a 3-point lead, and then they have to score a field goal. You get what I'm saying? So Dallas, as bad as they were talking that it was, I don't give a hell. Dak looked good in that pocket. You know what I'm saying? Dak looked smooth in hell. Y'all can say what y'all want. Dak looked authoritative in that pocket. Them passes that he was through to Cedric Wilson were lasers, man. There was dimes. And that one he threw to Michael Gallup, dimes. That one he threw when we were on our own 1-yard line in single coverage, it was like a 50-yard pass bomb. That was a dime, man. Y'all got to back off Dak, man. Yeah, if you just keep hating, you a weirdo to me, man. I'm sorry you just are. You weird to me if you still hating. If you sitting out there looking at the TV right now and saying Dak sucks, like, I don't think you know football, bro. Like, any of y'all. Like, I don't think you do, and this ain't taking up for Dak. Like, for real, just look at him. He looks better than last year. I mean, he's leading the whole league in passing. I know we've been playing from behind, but he's still leading the league in passing with like over 1,100 yards, almost 1,200 yards, averaging like 8.3 yards a pass play, 5 touchdowns passing, or, you know, only 2 interceptions. And he's going to throw some interceptions this year. They're throwing the ball more. So you're going to throw some picks. That's what's going to happen. I mean, that's just reality. You're going to throw some picks because you're throwing the ball a lot more. And, you know, people are frustrated with Kellen Moore. I'm really not. I mean, I said don't be the Amari Cooper on the road. Yeah, but here's my thing, y'all. Y'all that frustrated with his play calling that Seattle game? I mean, he was going deep. He was attacking this offense. He was attacking this defense. I mean, it's not our fault that you got to keep putting Terrence Steele out there at right tackle, and he's not that great. He's not ready. You get what I'm saying? Joe Looney is average. We saw what you really need to do is you need to keep Zach Martin at right tackle for right now. You know what I'm saying? Until Tyron Smith came back. Because Zach Martin was handling his business at right tackle. You need to keep him at right tackle. Right guard, they was talking about either Biadasz or Looney. Shit, me personally, you drafted Biadasz as a center. Let that man be center and put Looney at guard because Looney came in as a guard. He came into the Cowboys as a guard. So put Looney at right guard and Biadasz. And I know John Machado I think he already said this in his tweet. So I ain't taking none of his shit because we was already talking about this stuff on the hype. So I ain't taking nothing that they say. So let that be known. I was already in my own head formulating this for real. That left guard, Connor Williams, you know how he is. And then your left tackle is going to be Brandon Knight or Tyron Smith. You know what I'm saying? That's the best lineup to me, in my opinion, to have it working. What's up, Montana? I'm trying to see everybody on both these screens. Now, I hear you, Gambino. I'm kind of trying to listen to what y'all got to say right here. But I hear what you're saying, Gambino, about running the ball. But first of all, when we talked if y'all watched this show this whole week, y'all already know what I was saying. That we should already knew that this was going to be a shootout. We already said it, right? I said this was going to be I said on the last show I did with Boss Cowboys, I didn't give a prediction, but I said it would be like a 31-28 game, another 35-31 type game. And that's what it was. I knew it was going to be a shootout. I knew our secondary wasn't going to really stop Russell Wilson. I was just hoping that it'd be timely plays. And we had those opportunities. You get what I'm saying? Like, as bad as people are calling it or frustrated as people are, Dallas still had the opportunity to win it. But, you got to make that play. It's 4th and 3. You know what I'm saying? And you got Tyler Lockett drops down underneath. You had, I think, Trevin Diggs was guarding him. And then Joe Thomas came down with him as well. So you had Trevin Diggs and Tyler Lockett on Tyler Lockett. And the tight end was sitting free in the middle. If Joe Thomas doesn't come down and he stays flexed with the tight end, that play is covered. We stacked him or stopped him. We have the ball with like 2 minutes left in the game, less than 2 minutes left in the game, and we can run the clock, and we possibly walk out there with the victory, and then nobody's saying none of this stuff. You feel me? And then even we stopped them again, and it was 4th and 5. We give up the touchdown. You know what I mean? So these are self-inflicted wounds, and you still had the opportunity to win. So it's not like Seattle just went out there and dominated you, okay? We knew that they were going to throw a lot of yards. You know what I'm saying? We knew. But even then, they were on our side of the field with us giving them opportunities, with the defense or the offense giving them opportunities. But to say Seattle was a better team than us, I didn't see that. I didn't see that Seattle was the better team. I see that the Cowboys, and Dallas has to clean it up. They have to clean this up. Mike McCarthy and his guys have to clean this up. But I didn't see a Seattle team better than the Cowboys. I seen the Cowboys make untimely mistakes. I seen the Cowboys, make mistakes, untimely mistakes, were their demise. And you don't make those mistakes, I feel like you win this game. You win it. You may win it by a touchdown because by the way they're playing, Seattle was not stopping Dallas. You get what I'm saying? Zeke, I know they didn't feed Zeke, but this was a game that you didn't need to. They were the worst secondary in the league, and Dallas exploited it. 472 yards, 3 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Could have had more. You know what I mean? So Dallas exploited the matchup. And that's what I said. Exploit the matchup. You don't have to force feed Zeke. And you didn't have to. This wasn't even a situation where you had to feel like you had to keep Russ off the field because Dallas just needed to make plays because they were rushing him. It wasn't like the offensive line was great. They were getting pressure. I think your boy Bradley and I I like to see him possibly get some more snaps because – to me, Dorrance Armstrong Jr. is just not doing it. I just don't think he's cutting it. And then Everson Griffin he's still taking a while, I feel like, to get his feet. He looks heavy to me. He looks kind of slow. So maybe because he, didn't train maybe like these guys because he was waiting to see for a call to get on the team. Maybe he's still rounding out in shape. It just looks like he's like kind of feet in the sand right now. Just looks like he's a step slow. So maybe he still has to get acclimated. But I feel like it's gonna be okay though. I still trust in this. I'm not throwing everything away. Oh, let's get rid of Kellen Moore. Oh, Mike Nolan's trash. Let's fire him. Oh, Tom Sula, he's garbage. Oh, Mike McCarthy, I knew it. Let's stay with Garrett. Like, Cowboy fans need to shut the hell up. Stop that crying, man. Stop this whining, y'all. Y'all be whining. Like, I was probably whining some during the game, pissed off, but that's during the game. You know, when you got the emotions in the game and all that stuff is going on. After that damn game is over and you sit back and reflect and you look at it, you're like, see, I don't feel that bad. Seattle wasn't better than us. We just kind of beat ourselves on that. And even when I look at Atlanta, we definitely should have beat them by more, but we were the better team. The Rams, they're pretty good. I have to say the Rams are a pretty good team. Defense isn't great, but they have their friend. They got Aaron Donald. They do have Jalen Ramsey. But, you know, Sean McVay is a good coach. But even then, we had an opportunity to beat them. You know what I'm saying? But we just didn't put it away. You know, it was us again. I don't feel like it was them. I just really don't. I feel like it was us. And Cowboys fans just need to chill out, man. Stop saying it's the end of the world because of 3 damn games, man. It's a 16-game season. Dallas still got 13 damn games left. And you see the NFC standings, don't you? You see the NFC East standings? They trash, okay? We're right there. Do we really think Washington's going to be good? No. Haskins is garbage. They don't have a run game. Their offensive line is poo. Their defensive line damn good, but you ain't got no offense, you're going to kill that defense. Giants, come on, are we serious? Have they won a game yet? You feel me? So I'm not worried about the Giants. And we see what the hell the Eagles look like. They have one of the worst offensive lines in the league right now. They're giving up, I think, one of the most sacked teams in the league right now. Carson Wentz is, and he's playing terrible. You can't beat the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going nutty about, oh, the sky is falling or the world is over. When I look at our division, number one, division is trash. Let's just keep it real. The NFC East is not a good division right now. So that's the good hope. And then, so as long as the division is not good, it'd be worse if the division was good and you losing these 2 games and everybody was good. They're not. So this helps us. This helps the team get acclimated with the defense, helps the team get better. Hopefully assignments get better, because if they ain't going out and getting an Earl Thomas or getting a player, I mean, that's what they're going to have to work with Thompson. That's scary, but, you know, you got no choice, and hopefully that coach these guys up. Hopefully these guys can make some timely plays. But at the end of the day, Dallas is okay. This will be a tough game against Cleveland. It definitely will be. They got a good offense, you know. Baker, yeah, he's all right. You know, he'll sling it here and there. You know, he gets hot, he'll sling it, but Baker gives it up too. I ain't really tripping on no Baker Mayfield for real. You know, they got Jarvis Landry. They got the good tight ends over there. You know, Odell. But, you know, decent offensive line. That run game is ridiculous. You know, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, that's going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a problem. That running game is going to be a problem. So Cowboys, I think are rated, they averaging like 3.7, 3.6 yards a carry on the defense. They haven't had a 100-yard rusher against them, and I believe the defense front is a better defensive front. There wasn't guys really getting loose. In the 3 games, you haven't seen a running back really get loose on Dallas, just running all over Dallas. That's not happening. So I do like the run defense better than last year, and I think it is better. People talking about Poe and that. His job is to be a run stopper, and I feel like they are doing that. Teams are not just gashing Dallas in the run game. They're attacking us in the air because that's the weakness of the team. So I think, you know, Dallas this will be another good test. Dallas can come through with this test. I think the schedule is really good for Dallas going, you know, before they play Pittsburgh, which will be down there. Definitely me, Skywalker, Still, and Law will be there for that Pittsburgh game for sure. We're going to kick it and have a nice little shing-ding going down. So make sure you make that pop off. But Dallas is, I think, as bad as that 1 and 2 feels. And, yes, you want to beat winning teams. You do. You don't want to just beat losing teams because people are just not going to respect you. That's cool, and I get it. I understand it. Got to beat winning teams for people to give you that respect. But it wasn't like these winning teams were whooping our ass. Wasn't like these winning teams were just stomping us. I mean, yeah, though you have the Rams winning in the last minute. Okay, you got the Seahawks winning in the last minute, and these both teams are top teams right now, and they're not blowing Dallas out, even with this secondary that's very average, even with a makeshift offensive line, and even with your LVE linebacker core is spread thin. You know what I mean? You got your top defensive end who you're highly paid is hurt. You got your right tackle who might be out for an extended period of time. You got your left tackle who has got a neck injury who we don't know when he's coming back. So considering all that, Dallas is still okay. And that's just my opinion on it. And Dallas is going to be okay, y'all. Like, this is still, to me, a playoff team. We can definitely get this together. Dallas can definitely go on a run. We just need Dallas just need to tighten up some things, and it's easier said than done, but we really can tighten up the small things. You know what I'm saying? It's the small things. You know, and considering that we have this is what the bright side you should look at. With that offensive line the way it is, it's not great right now. It's not that offensive line that it was before. You still have a top offense. I mean, we can sling that ball against the best of them. We can run with the best of them. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott had over 100 yards his first game. He had 89 his second game, and he's had over 20 carries, and it was an effective, strong 89. He really didn't get fed in the Seattle game, but I don't think it was the game for them to really highlight him. This was a game to really attack their weakness, and that's what I liked about the Cowboys. They attacked their weakness. They didn't say, okay, first, second down, let's give it to Zeke, and then third and 8 and third and 9, let's go in shotgun and make it known that we're just going to pass, and we know. You know what I'm saying? That's obvious. So I'm not mad at Kellen Moore. I don't know why everybody hate Kellen Moore right now. I don't know why y'all hate him. He ain't great. But he's not – that offense ain't trash, is it? No, it's not trash. The offense is not trash. It's one of the top offenses in the league right now. I'm going to answer some of y'all's questions because I feel like I'm talking too much. Mitch Daniels says, what do you think about Diggs? I love some Trevin Diggs. Now, that kind of frustrated me, that play where DK Metcalf, like, I don't know if he thought he had safety help because I haven't, that part of the All-22 I didn't get to watch, but I am going to watch as soon as I get off of here because we're going to do tape session tomorrow. But that threw me off how DK Metcalf just got a free release right off the line and then just blew straight past him, and Diggs, no touching, just went that was like, whoa. But Diggs, to his credit, still played ball when, as my dog Skywalker said, Metcalf did the Deshaun Jackson moment. He knocked that ball off. He still kept playing to the whistle. That's what I love about Diggs, and I think he fights. Now, he had a rough game. I think they said he had 11 targets against him. 8 were caught on him for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, I believe. That's what happened against Diggs. But I knew this was going to happen. I'm not mad at it. I feel like Diggs is going to be a good player, a really good player. And, you know what? This has to happen to you. It's not like you're going against bums. I mean, Poe, what did we get? What did the Cowboys get Poe for? Stuffing the run, showing up that middle, taking on 2 blockers, keeping your linebackers free. Yeah, he's not rushing the passer, but he's 345 pounds. I'm not worried about that. Yes, he's in that line. Teams aren't running nuts on us, so I feel like he is doing the job. He is stuffing that middle. He's clogging up that line. He's a stout guy. He's making 2 people. They're not pushing him back. I watched these 3 games, and nobody's really pushing him back. And plus, Mike Nolan, he's a heavy guy, so he's not playing all those snaps, so they're rotating them. So I'm not mad at what Poe's doing. Yes, he could probably do more, but for what they brought him in for to be a run stopper, because that's what we needed, I think he's doing okay with that. Rob Wilson says, "Do you think CD is underutilized?" I don't really think so. I mean, he had 6 catches last week. I think he had 5. Don't pull it up because I don't want my stuff freezing. I think he had 5. I mean, they're giving him the ball. I think he has the right 20 catches already. And then, they're putting him on punt returns. They're doing reverses with him. I mean, they're going to him. They're looking for him. I'm a little worried if y'all saw that little thing where that guy from the Seahawks looked like he was going after him. It didn't look like he was kind of the same. But I feel like they're utilizing CD. I think they're using him enough. They're putting him in spots to make plays with. You know what I'm saying? So I like what they're doing with them. I mean, like I say, yes, can Kellen Moore do better? Yes, but I don't think he was trash. If we're saying he was a trash play caller, we got 31 points, and I don't know. That just kind of throws me off. Trash play calling, or a trash play caller is somebody who can't generate points on the team or, can't do anything. So I don't know if he's trash, but, yeah, he can still be better, but I don't know. I'm not hating. I'm just not going to hate on him right now. Patrick says you can't count on Dak. I totally disagree with you. What are you talking about? Yeah, tell him, Mel, get them lamb lights up. Sorry, I'm blind as hell. I need some contacts. I ain't put my glasses on right now. Should I put my glasses? Still probably can't see. So that's why I'm probably doing that. Professional centers, is D-Law past his prime? No. I don't think he's past his prime. I think this, honestly, in my opinion, I think this is D-Law's last contract. I do think this is his last contract unless he goes nutty. I do think because they have that out. They have that out. So I think they will look at that. Or, at the end of the year, you can always – I said this with Tyron Smith. I'm not saying trade people just, he's playing bad, trade him. I'm not that person that say just trade people. But if you got top players, maybe they're not the guy anymore, or I will put feelers out. That's what you're supposed to do as a good team. Put feelers out. Don't mean I'm going to trade you. I'm going to put some feelers out just to see. I just want to see. So, D-Law's 28, 29. I don't, you know what I mean? Let's keep it real. So, the Cowboys do have that out in that contract in the next couple of years. So, that's going to be something to be looked at, especially in this offseason, in my opinion. But I don't think he's past his prime, but I do think he's injury prone, and I think that's hurt his game. I do think since him being really injury prone, because look at every year D-Law's been in the league, he's been hurt. Let's keep it all the way real. Every single year he's been in the league, he's been some kind of hurt. Foot, ankle, shoulders, back. I mean, he's been hurt. He's been a warrior through it, but he's been plenty hurt. Gambino says Worley at safety. I mean, I think they're going to rotate him at safety. I want to see what they're doing with that. I think they have Brandon Carr back there too. Let's see what they can do. I think Worley's could be a better safety than a corner in my opinion, because the more physicality he has. He's not the fastest guy. I think that's why I really didn't like that matchup with him and Tyler Lockett, because he was giving Tyler Lockett room because he was worried about that speed, which you got to. And Tyler Lockett was getting them plays. So that's definitely an option because he played at Oakland. He played a few times. He played a little bit here. We'll see how it goes. Rodney Gay. Yes. I've been on Earl Thomas train all the time, but then I jumped back on it quickly when I knew he was available. Honestly, I don't even think it's about the veteran leadership with him. I'm going to keep it real. I don't even know if it's about that. I just think he's a player, and he's a smart player, and he's been in the game long enough. So Darian Thompson has not been in the league as long as Earl Thomas, and Darian Thompson is not as good as Earl Thomas. Like, there's no safety right on our team that is better than Earl Thomas, even at his age, even at him starting to decline. I don't feel like there's a safety on our team better than him. So if you don't have a safety on the team better than him, and he can upgrade it, he's a free safety. You can mix and match him and Woods. I think he would make Woods play better. I really do think he would make Woods play better just because He's a good player, and when you're playing along a good player, they make you step your game up naturally. If you're playing against a regular player, sometimes you play regular. That's just how it happens. And I just feel like his addition would just make the secondary better and make the team in the secondary play better because you got a dog in there who's been there, done that. Professor Anderson, how will we use Randy Gregory? Let's put him on that right side, man. I think they're probably going to use him as a stand-up linebacker, and I think they're going to probably be doing it like they're doing with Alden Smith because he's a different type of player. And Alden Smith, shout out to you, big dog. Shout out to you, first of all, Brandon Tucker, my dog, who trained him during the summer and said, hey, dog, he ain't lost it. We called him Floyd. That's his code name, and AKA is Floyd. That's his alter ego. But he said, hey, Alden Smith said himself said he was getting 10 sacks this year. I said he was getting 9, but he's already got 3. But to answer your question, I think they're going to use Randy Gregory like they're using Alden Smith, standing him up, coming off that edge, designated pass rusher, moving him around in spots. But coming off that edge is what they're really going to do. And I think they might use him as some of that backer because of his size and his framing, because he's just not an everyday player that you see. You can do multiple things with him, but I think they're going to use him the way they're using Alden Smith. And if they're going to use him the way they're using Alden Smith, look out, because we do need a Randy Gregory. That pressure that he's going to put, he's just a different player, like Everson Griffin, nasty. But he ain't no damn Randy Gregory. He don't got that bend. Tony Jefferson, I mean, I think he's probably better than we have, but I don't think they're going to touch a guy like him. You get what I'm saying? Like, I look at players that I really feel like Cowboys are going to touch, and I don't feel like the Cowboys are going to touch anybody. If they ain't touching Earl, I don't feel like they're going to touch anybody. That would be the only person I think that they would touch. I know people mention Eric Reed. That would be great, but nobody's even heard of no Eric Reed around the whole facility. So why all of a sudden would they get at him out of nowhere? Cowboys just don't do that, in my opinion. And if I feel like they're not getting Earl, they are like they are. They're going to be satisfied with what they got, and we just going to have to live with that. No, I know that. I know he has 4 sacks. I said he had 3 sacks in the game. That's what I meant. Yes, I know he has 4 sacks. I was saying 3 sacks in the game. I'm trying to tell you, they're not looking at Eric Reed. If the Cowboys ain't talked and said one word about Eric Reed, I don't feel like they're just going to, all of a sudden, Eric Reed's in the building and they're going to sign him. I don't feel that's going to happen. So, which Woods? Xavier Woods? I don't know the prejudice against Eric Reed. I don't know if it's that flag thing still, because you know he real on that flag. And Jerry, you know, I don't even want to talk about that flag shit. I think that might have something to do with it, maybe. But I don't even want to talk about that flag stuff. I'm not talking about no flag stuff. And I don't know about Xavier Woods. I don't know if he's going to get a second contract. Why? What has Xavier Woods right now done to make him earn another contract with Dallas? Let's be honest. Would you give Xavier Woods another contract? I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't think Xavier is gonna. If Xavier, yeah, he was consistent, but he got toasted in this game. I mean, him and Thompson, I don't know what the hell they were thinking, letting Lockett get behind them like that. Y'all safeties, both of y'all were deep cover 2. Well, y'all really let him get behind you. You got 2 deep safety, and y'all let him get behind you. That's a absolute no-no. And as I said before, I'm not hating on Xavier Woods, but what has Xavier Woods done in Dallas to earn like a 4-year deal? Maybe he gets one, because I didn't think Anthony Brown was getting one. Keep it all the way real. Yeah, I know. I just said that, Dante. They surprised the hell out of me giving Anthony Brown one. That was crazy. I I don't know. I feel like Woods is what he is now. Like, he's played better. He has played pretty good those first couple of games, but I feel like, man, we need somebody dynamic back there. We don't have somebody dynamic on the back end. I feel like that's what's hurting us. Dallas don't have a dynamic person on the back end. I think we have a dynamic corner in Trevin Diggs. Hell, let's see what this damn kid Robinson can do. Shit. I don't miss Jeff Heath. Sorry. I don't miss Jeff Heath. I'm not like, oh my God, I wish we had Jeff Heath. Nope. Yes, Cedric Wilson's looking good. I'm glad we had him on the hype, man. I've been talking about him. And I said the biggest thing with Cedric Wilson, when I made that video about him in the summertime, I said Cedric Wilson just got to stay healthy. If Cedric Wilson stays healthy, he's going to be a baller on the team. And hell, Noah Brown is balling out too. Well, our receiving core is nasty. Our top five are pretty damn good. I mean, we got a pretty good receiving core, man, and we got multiple players that we can attack you with. So I don't know why everybody tripping about the offense like it's trash. We can move the ball down the field at will. You've seen the teams, all three teams we played against, nobody was really stopping us. We were stopping ourselves. I mean, 1 through 5 is nasty. Robert Bass, that's about Donovan Wilson. Look, I'm going to keep it real. Like, I don't know what's up with Donovan Wilson. Like, he's on special teams. He's not getting his chance. See, here's the thing I think about with Donovan Wilson. Is it like Terrence Steele? Because when we had Brian Broaddus, he brought that word sponsor. He don't got a sponsor. I don't know who's the sponsor for Donovan Wilson. I don't know who's sponsoring him because somebody's sponsoring some damn Terrence Steele because they talking about starting him in this damn Cleveland Browns game. Who the hell is sponsoring him that you keep wanting to start this man? He's not ready. It's like, he's not ready. But you continue to force him in there. So who is his sponsor? You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if a Donovan Wilson has any kind of sponsor to say, let's see what Donovan Wilson can do. I want to see what the rookie Robinson can do. It can't get no worse. I mean, it can't get no worse. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it can get no worse. So let's see what the rookie, I mean, not just throw him in the fire, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got this kid Robinson, and he's an aggressive dude. He's got great size, too. He's an aggressive sucker. I want to kind of see what he's liking. Now, the U. That's who I'm bringing up right now, Connor McGovern. This is my confusion. Like, is Connor Williams this bad right now? Is Connor Williams this bad right now? Because Connor Williams ain't even getting a look. Like, do he not have a sponsor? Because he's not even getting a look. Biadasz, who came in from last year, is playing. Feel me? Terrence Steele is playing. Undrafted tackle. Brandon Knight, undrafted tackle, is playing. Connor McGovern, third-round draft pick, is not sniffing the field. What's going on with that? That's been throwing me off, and I would want some answers. Because Connor Williams, I already told y'all, we only talk about him because he was a high draft pick with Texas. He's just not a left guard, dog. And I don't even think he would be a good tackle. That's just me. Maybe he would. I don't know. I don't even think Connor Williams would be a good tackle. I just don't. I don't think he'd be this great tackle. Oh, let's just kick Connor out to tackle and he'd be the swing. No, I think Brandon Knight better than that to swing. Williams is more athletic than a Brandon Knight. I don't know, but I think Brandon Knight is more stout and fights. He's more of a fighter to me. He fights. He mixes it up. I like him. I like him. But they need to figure out with McGovern because that's a third-round pick from last year who ain't smelling the field in year 2 at all. That ain't good. I know he didn't sniff it from last year because of the injury, but you ain't even sniffing it, dog. I don't like that. But Tyler Biadasz, he needs to be our center. Biadasz, I like him. He plays with power. And he went to Wisconsin, y'all. Oh, and yeah, if y'all would like to get a donation, Papa, holla at your boy. But I like Biadish. That's my dog. The ninja, is you hear the ninja? He called him, and I'm gonna give you the props. He called him and said, "Look at this kid, Biadish." Way before anybody said anything about this dude. And I like Biadish. You know what I'm saying? I like him a lot. I like him at the center. I was saying to start him at the center. I know they were going with the veteran because of COVID and things of that nature. But I just feel like Joe Looney is not it. He's just Looney's a backup. He's a good backup. But I just don't feel like he's the starter. Let's see this Biadish kid. Put this boy at center. I don't think he was getting outplayed. I'm looked at him. He hasn't been getting outwork or out muscle. Put Looney at guard. Because, like I said, Looney came in as guard. I think that's when you got to – and I hate to see Zach Martin leave his guard position, but damn it, you settled that whole damn team down. Dallas started moving the ball up and down the field once they put Martin at right tackle. And let's give the staff some credit. Jason Garrett's staff wouldn't have kicked Zach Martin out to no right tackle and put Joe Looney or Biadish at right guard and Looney at center. They wouldn't have did that. So let's give the team credit that if they do see something that's not happening, they are looking like they make the changes instantly. They don't sit there and wait until it's all over. And then, let's do it now. So I'm going to give the staff the credit on that. And I still like Mike McCarthy. I don't care, man. I like Mike McCarthy, and I think we're going to be okay with Dak. Y'all say what y'all want about Dak. I'm not going back and forth with y'all Dak haters or people y'all say Dak ain't it. I'm not going back and forth with you people no more. The proof is in the pudding. The numbers show it. I mean, I love our quarterback. I love the way he's playing right now. He could have had 3 damn game-winning drives. We should be 3-0. As quickly as we can be 0-3, we could be 3-0. So when people are like, we're one play away from Atlanta being 0-3. Well, yeah, we're a couple plays away from being 3-0 too. Because guess what? In that game against the Rams, I'm going to say it again, Dak made the play at the end of the game. We can't help it that the ref made that freaking call. And we're on the 15-yard line with 16 seconds left in the game. Who knows what happens? You get what I'm saying? That could have been the game-winning drive. He did it in Atlanta, game-winning drive. He did it against Seattle, game-winning drive. After we missed a failed 2 extra point, he took us down and we hit a field goal. You get what I'm saying? The defense didn't make the stops. If the defense makes a stop on 4th and 3 or 4th and 5, mainly 4th and 3, they're off the field and Cowboys probably win that game. Then what? Then what we saying? You Dak haters just want to blame Dak because it's the easiest thing to do because you don't watch no damn tape. You don't watch nothing. It's just the easy thing to do. It's lazy. It's just a lazy take to me because it's not – the eyes are not showing it. You always want to talk about the eye test. The eye test ain't even showing it, dog. Go watch some film. Dak is looking strong in that pocket. He's looking confident in that pocket. He's making good, strong, crispy throws. And, man, Dak is looking good, y'all. Whatever. Hey, yeah, whatever. Hey, like I said, you can say coulda, shoulda, woulda. I don't give a hell what you say. I'm still riding. You can be the I'm thinking of a word, Salty Sue. You can be Salty Sue over there. I'm good. Make sure you ain't saying this with Dallas going to run. You make sure you ain't one of the people jumping up and screaming and saying Dallas this, Dallas that. Make sure you stay in that pity party over there. There you go. There you go, Dustin. With negative Nancy. There you go. Y'all some negative Nancys. Y'all negative Nancy's like a mother sucker, dog. I ain't going to be no negative Nancy over here. We got a new coach. And I was negative as hell with Jason Garrett, but that was after like year 7. You feel me? Like after year 7 when I'm like, enough is enough. This is year 7. This is not going to work. You get what I mean? I'm not going to get negative and say, the world is over after 3 damn games with a whole new staff. If you're doing that, something's wrong with you, man. In my opinion, something's wrong with you. If you're like saying, oh my God, it's over. Let's fire this person. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I'm telling you, we should have never hired him. Oh my God, after 3 damn games, please, folks, you're making my head hurt. Like I said, we got a soft-ass division, man. Damn, it'd be different if we had a tough ass division, then I'm gonna be feeling kind of bad right now. Our division is whack, bro. Our division is trash right now, man. We're okay. Let's tighten it up. Defense, tighten it up. I don't think that secondary is going to be great this year. I think the secondary is just going to be the weak link the whole damn year. But if they can make some timely plays, get some turnovers, that's what the Cowboys need to start doing, getting some turnovers. We need to get some turnovers. We ain't been getting turnovers. You know what I'm saying? We need to get those turnovers. Those turnovers start happening. That gets things start popping. We've dropped interceptions, missed plays. Dallas got to capitalize on those plays and can't miss those plays. When you start getting 1, 2, 3 turnovers, then they start flowing. They start coming out of nowhere. They start, next thing you know, turnover here, sack fumble here. They just started. It just happens. So we just got to start getting these turnovers. We get a turnover even with. Think about this. 2014. I think they were one of the best teams in the turnover ratio. Dallas was in 2014, and that D was makeshift like a mother sucker. But they were very opportunistic. They were getting interceptions. They were getting plays, and it wasn't like their defense was good. We saw that defense in 2014. It wasn't good, but they were getting turnovers, and them turnovers helped that team. It helped the offense. It helped the defense. It helps everything when you get those turnovers. So you don't have to be a great team, a great defensive team. You want that, but you don't have to be a great defensive team if you're getting turnovers. You're getting sacks. You're getting forced fumbles. If you're getting that, you're putting your offense in good positions to score, and you're putting pressure on the other team. And that's what was happening in 2014. You know what I'm saying? Dallas was getting turnovers. Cowboys get the ball back. We scored touchdowns, and now you're putting the pressure on the whole other team, and that's what the Cowboys need to start doing. I like better the pass rush, 4 sacks. We had 2 sacks in 2 games, so now you got 6 sacks in 3 games, so you're averaging 2 sacks a game, and definitely need to bring that heat against these Browns. Yeah, I believe 2014 Bruce Carter was our linebacker. Yeah, Rule. I feel you. Like I said, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. I don't need me to just keep talking y'all's head off right now, but think about that. We had 10. Did we have 10 penalties that game? Bad ones, game-changing penalties. Penalties that weren't like, take it back 5 yards. No, penalties where this keeps the drive going next time they score. Those are the back-breaking penalties. We have those. And it's almost like every time Dallas has a big play, I don't even get hyped. I get quiet and I'll watch the ref. I don't know about y'all, but I watch the ref. Every time Dallas gets a big, long 50-yard gain pass or a long run, I'm already looking. Where's the hold? Where's the block in the back? I'm already looking for the penalty. I'm already thinking the flag is coming because it seems like we've been snake bitten by that stuff for so long. So we got to snap out of that too. We got to be clean in the game because I'm always looking for a play like, here comes the flag. Waiting for that stuff, y'all. I'll just be, as soon as it's a big play, I'm like, oh, Lord. I close my eyes and be like, is this a penalty? I open up like, oh, yes. Yes, okay. They didn't call a flag, thank God. Because every time we get a game-changing play that just, okay, here we go. Flag, holding. I'm like, oh, my God, I'm tired of seeing that. So we got to definitely tighten that up, And we've been, this first 3 weeks has been bad with flags with us. They've been so untimely against us, man. It's been drive killers, game killers. These flags have just killed us. So really got to clean it up, not be as sloppy. Falls on the coaching staff to me. But I'm okay. I feel like the staff is going to be better. Yeah, I think, Jordan Lewis. I know he had 2 for sure. But, we'll be all right. But I'm going to go ahead and close this out. But before I do, I want to tell you guys a few things. Number 1, tomorrow, I'm going to give you the schedule for the week. So make sure you tune in, listen to this before you go. Tomorrow, I'm bringing my guy in. We did a show last week. It was our first time doing a show. His name is Mike, not to be trite, Mr. Caveman. Burgers and Blitzes. That's what we're going to probably call this podcast. That me and him we're going to do. We're going to be doing it every Thursday, and he's hella knowledgeable. He's like stats and facts for days. But tomorrow, early in the day, we're going to do some film. Just look at the plays that hurt us. Secondary play. Scramble plays, penalty flags that hurt us. Just look at some tape. Just watch some things, talk about some things. We'll do that early tomorrow in the day. And then, like I said, my dog is going to be on with me on tomorrow night. Make sure you get on that feed because that's going to be a good-ass feed. He's got a lot of good stuff. And that's going to be a podcast we're going to start doing every week. On Thursdays, Burgers and Blitzes. You're going to like it. It's going to continue to get better and better. That's on Tuesday because usually we have the hype on Tuesday, but we're not going to do the hype this Tuesday. We're doing it Wednesday because Jesse Holly's going to be back on. And I talked to him last week, and he was Wednesday's his best day. So we're doing the hype Wednesday with Jesse Holly. Tuesday, my dog Mike with Burgers and Blitzes. That's going to be a really good podcast. Make sure you tune in to that tomorrow night. Film study during the day tomorrow. Show at night, Tuesday night. Wednesday, the late night hype with Jesse Holly. Thursday, I don't know. I talked to Brianna Dix. If Brianna Dix, y'all remember her? I've been talking to her back and forth. If she's able, let's see if we can get her on Thursday. Haven't had a lady on in a while. Let's hit the ladies up, see their perspective, because that Thursday open. And then Friday, I'm bringing on a Cleveland Clowns fanatic. He's in media. His name is Yates as well, but it's not like mine. See, my last name is Yaitez. I am the only one. Only one. There ain't no other. There ain't. Go look it up. Go Google it. There ain't nobody else. It's just me. But I got this guy named Fred Yates. Yates. Common. Yaitez. Me. Uncommon. Feel me? So I'm going to have him on. He's a Browns fanatic. He's always talking hella trash. He's always in my daggone on my page talking hella trash about the sorry-ass Browns. You know what I'm saying? So I said, man, we've been talking back and forth. We talk trash to each other every time, man, like all day. So I said, you know what? Stop talking all the trash and just come on the damn show. So he's going to bring it on Friday night. Make sure you're in that feed because that's going to be funny. That's going to be a really fun feed, so please be in there. So, yeah, that's going to be a good little showdown. Cleveland Browns, Yates, Dallas Cowboys, Yaitez, Yates. That'll be a good little one-on-one battle matchup. We'll hype it up. It's and he's a clown, so it's funny. He's funny, so you'll like that. It's going to be comedy. We'll have a good time. And then Saturday is me and my Boss Cowboys. We got our podcast that me and him are going to be starting. We started it last week, a couple weeks ago. Me and him are going to be doing a podcast every Saturday called Final Thoughts. So make sure you tune into that. That'll be the preview before every Sunday game. Me and Boss Cowboys, Saturday night. Final Thoughts. Great show last week. Great show last week. Great show. I'm excited about that one too. That's a great show right there. And then Sunday, you know how we do it. Sunday's the hype, game time, Browns time. You know, back in the day, we used to always say that was a W. Now we can't say that. Browns actually got a team, so can't come in there with that mentality like the Browns suck and get your ass kicked, and then we really be. Now I'll be feeling real salty at 1-3 losing these Browns. That'll be a little frustrated. But that's the schedule during the week. Oh, sorry. But that's the schedule during the week, and let's just make it happen. I appreciate everybody that was in the feed today. Yeah, you see him, Gabe. Where you see him, right? You see him, Rodney, right? Hey, you see him, right? But yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy, Rodney. People were like, "Are y'all related? Cause y'all go back and forth all the damn time." Yeah, but I told him, I said, "Listen, cause he's one of them. He's a homer. He's a homer fan. He's a super homer fan." So I said, "Bro, you so homer is crazy. Like you don't even give good analogies." But don't come with your homerism. Please come with some stats. Come with some stuff. Don't just say just the Browns are good. Don't just tell me Nick Chubb is good. You get what I'm saying? So I said, come with them facts, bro. Don't come with that. Nick Chubb is sweet. He's the best back in the league. Nick Chubb is good, but let's come with some stuff just saying Nick Chubb is good. You feel me? Oh, hell no. I'm going hard, dog. Like, I've been waiting for this dude for 2 years. He been running from me. He been running. I've been calling him out like, come on the show. Stop talking all that BS. Stop running your mouth. You're running your mouth on social media. You're talking all that trash on social media. Just get on the damn show and stop talking. Get on the show because I don't give a hell who you are. You can come on the show and we can go at it. I don't give a hell who you are. So bring it because I'm going to have my stuff and I ain't worried about what you bringing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling them, come on with it. He been running for the last couple of years, and I finally got his ass because we playing them. So I said, you can't run now, dog. And my homeboy called him out because my homeboy tagged him. It was like, yeah, dog, what's up? You getting on this show at Big Game? Because you've been talking all this trash, been running your mouth. And he said he ready for you. What's good? Stop running and making these excuses. Make it happen. So Friday night is going down, and you better have your stuff with you, ready, big dog, because I'm ready to go at your neck. Yeah, he's the Philly 500 type. I never even messed with Philly 500, but I like to. I'm gonna get Philly Notion on here though. Philly Notion gonna be on the show when we play Philly Notion. You gonna be on the show, bro. I'm gonna cook you. I hope y'all won some games. I'm gonna cook you, Philly. Are you listening to Philly Notion? I wish we was playing the Houston Texans so I could cook you, Eastside Herald too. I would cook y'all up, be barbecue. But I'm getting you, Philly Notion. I'm coming for you, and you're going to get it. What's up, KMT? You ain't get the notification, big dog? But, yeah, I would love to meet a person on each team we play this year that's in media and just come on my show, and then let's just go at it. I did that a few years ago when we first started Silver Blue Nation. I would love to have some of these fans, Washington fans, that actually knew what the hell they were talking about, or a Giants fan, and maybe had a show or podcast, and let's just bang. You know what I'm saying? Let's go at it because we own most of you guys. Y'all didn't get no notifications? Man, that's still pissing me off. YouTube be pissing me off. So y'all didn't get no notifications? Talk to me on my YouTube page. Yeah, I hear you. Damn, that's crazy, y'all. That's what I'm saying, man. YouTube be tripping, man. YouTube be tripping. That's annoying. That's really annoying. So I don't know, man. That's YouTube. Hopefully we'll get it figured. That's just really annoying that it does this. I've been trying everything. Even you see my thumbnails have been acting weird. Just ever since they went to this new system, it's just been funny acting. It's frustrating because I ain't that computer dude, y'all. I ain't that computer dude that want to do 10,000,850 graphics. No hate on nobody that does it, but I just don't do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I do some stuff here and there. I don't be going nutty like that. Yeah, Eastside, I ain't heard from this dude, man. You 0-3. He been in my feeds every damn day about Houston mud-sucking Rockets. Houston mud-sucking Texans. Houston Rockets got folded. He didn't want to talk to me then. Then when now the Houston Texans getting folded. See, that's why I don't talk to people that talk trash, because if the first thing you say to me is, we played the Chiefs. That was the defending champ. Man, I don't give a hell who you play, bro. You lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody cares who, you know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about that. You 0-3. And Deshaun Watson got paid that bread, and look at that. Really? There's a difference right now? There's a difference between a $40 million Deshaun Watson and Dak Prescott right now? I don't think so. You feel me, Rue? He been hiding like a mother sucker. He ain't text me. I had him on a call a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? I had him on a phone call. You know, screen. I had him on speakerphone. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard nothing from him now. You feel me? See, y'all go hiding. Y'all go running your mouth and go hiding, and then want to talk trash to me. But I'm doing the show and talking about it. But I'm going to head out of here, y'all. I love you guys. I appreciate everybody in the feed. We will talk again tomorrow early. I don't know if it's, I'm going to see if it might be before noon before we just jump out this all 22 and just look at some film. Don't be skipping on me, computer, because I'm going to slap this shit out your computer. If you want to try to skip on me, I'm going to slap the mess out you. I'm going to really get mad. Okay? I'm going to get at you, computer. I need you that good. Act good tomorrow, baby. But you know what I'm saying? We're going to look at some all 22 tomorrow. Have my guest Mike on, Burgers and Blitzes. And let's do our thing, man. All right? And I appreciate y'all. Love y'all for life. And let's go out with some West Side Beat again. You know what I mean? Let's go out with some West Side Beat. Let me come West Side Beat. Bing, bing, bing. Love y'all. Peace.